So previous class we had learned about the indicators, that is natural indicators and synthetic indicators. So after that, now we shall go for the physical properties of acids. First we shall read what are the physical properties of acids, then we shall go for the explanation. So what are the physical properties of acids? Acids are sour in taste, they turn blue litmus red, they turn methyl orange red, they are corrosive action on skin, they are good conductors of electricity, and they generate heat when diluted. So first, acids are sour in taste. So obviously, whatever it may be the acid, it will taste sour. So sour means like khatta. So you might have tasted lemon juice, lemon or vinegar, and you know the taste of that lemon and vinegar. So that taste is nothing but the sour taste. Okay. So even acids, they are sour in taste. Next, they turn blue litmus red. So what is meant by litmus? So I have explained you in the last class. Litmus is nothing but it's a purple dye. Okay. So it's a purple dye obtained from which plant? Obtained from a plant called lichen. Okay. So litmus solution, it's a purple dye which is obtained from a plant called lichen. And this purple solution, it can be made into strips, paper strips. That is commonly we used to say litmus paper, and you are aware of that. Okay. So if you take that litmus paper and if you dip that litmus paper into a beaker which contains acid solution, okay, you have a beaker, in that you have poured an acid solution. So in that acidic solution, if you take that litmus paper which is blue in color, okay, that will be blue in color. After dipping, and if you take out that blue litmus, it will turns to red color. Okay. So how can we identify whether the solution is acidic or basic? If we, with the help of a litmus paper. So if you dip the litmus paper into the solution, that blue litmus paper, it will turns to red color. So hence we can say that that solution is acidic. Next, they turn methyl orange red. Now what is this methyl orange? Even about this I have explained in the last class. So what's the difference between litmus solution and methyl orange? Litmus solution, it's a natural indicator, isn't it? Whereas methyl orange, it's a synthetic indicator. So litmus solution is a natural indicator, whereas methyl orange is a synthetic indicator. So that methyl orange, the name itself indicates. So the strip of methyl orange will be orange in color, and if you take the strip of this methyl orange and if you dip that into a beaker containing acidic solution, that methyl orange color, it will turns to red color. Okay. So if there is an acidic solution, whatever the color it might be, it turns to red. So that in the turning of the color red indicates the presence of acidic nature. Next, so they have a corrosive action on skin, obviously. So acids, commonly you people might have used in your homes for basic cleaning of washrooms and bathrooms, right? And we have to be very careful while we are cleaning anything with the acids, as if suddenly if it falls on the skin, it causes corrosion on the skin. Corrosive means it is highly reactive, that it will damage to the living tissues of our skin. So corrosive is nothing but it is highly damaging. Okay, it is highly damaging. So if unknowingly the acid falls onto your skin, surely your skin will get highly damaged, as the acid, it will damage the living tissues which will be present inside our skin. Next, so they are good conductors of electricity. Obviously acids are a very good conductors of electricity. This we will see through the activities. So they generate heat when diluted. So acids will generate when diluted. What is it? Diluted. Dilution is nothing but mixing of acids either with water or alcohol. Mixing of acid either with alcohol or water, and most oftenly we will use water only. Okay, so we will use water to dilute the acid to minimize its power. And you might have observed, if you have ever taken an acid and if you have poured it onto a place where it contains water, you might have observed that it will produce suddenly a heat. Okay, so as soon as if you pour acid with acid on water, it will produce heat. So hence these are the physical properties of acid. So acids are sour in taste, they turn blue litmus to red, they turn methyl orange to red, they have corrosive action on skin, and they are good conductors of electricity, and they generate heat on dilution. Now these physical properties, students, we shall see through this graphic video. So here are the physical properties of acids, and we know that acids taste sour. You might have eaten a curd which contains lactic acid, because of which it tastes sour. And the second property, they turns blue litmus red. You can see here, students, it also turns methyl orange red. And acids have a corrosive action on skin. Sulfuric acid stains the skin black. Nitric acid will stain the skin yellow, whereas the hydrochloric acid will leave an amber stain on the skin. Acids are good conductors of electricity. Let us try to prove this through an activity. Pour 5 ml of hydrochloric acid into a beaker containing 10 ml of water. Insert 2 carbon rods in the acid and connect the rods with an electric wire in series along with the battery, switch and a bulb. Switch the socket on and observe the bulb will glow. So this shows that acids are good conductors of electricity. If acids are mixed with water, it will reduce the concentration of hydronium ions of the acid per unit volume, and the process is known as dilution of acids. Acids will generate heat when they are diluted. This is because the actual reaction of acids with water is exothermic. So take 5 ml of water in a test tube and carefully add sulfuric acid to it. Then see the test tube, touch the base of the test tube. You will feel that the base of the test tube is hot. This indicates that the reaction between acid and water is exothermic and they will generate heat. And be careful while experimenting with acids. So always pour acid into the water, never reverse it. So when you pour acid, let it trickle into the container. Don't be in a hurry to pour it in one go. So the action of acid and water generates heat and can cause the acid to splash. So students, now you have better understood about the physical properties of acids. In the next class, we shall continue about the chemical properties of acids. Thank you.